Good evening and welcome. Tonight we will be going over the history and geography of Blagoevgrad in Bulgaria. Can you see up there? Bulgaria. Blagoevgrad, as you can see, is in the southwest of Bulgaria, bordering North Macedonia and Greece. You can see the capital, of course, is the town of Blagoevgrad, located in the Struma River Valley. Can you see there? The Struma. But there are many beautiful rivers throughout this area and incredible mountains as well, as you can see here. These are the Pirin Mountains. Can you see here? Pirin Mountains. Where we have Pirin National Park, which is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So let me grab my tablet real quick. Pirin National Park, let's read this. Spread over an area of over 27,000 hectares at an altitude between 1,008 and 2,914 meters in the Pirin Mountains, southwest Bulgaria. The site comprises diverse limestone mountain landscapes with glacial lakes, waterfalls, caves, and predominantly coniferous forests. It was added to the World Heritage List in 1983. The extension now covers an area of around 40,000 hectares in the Pirin Mountains and overlaps with the Pirin National Park, except for two areas developed for tourism, mainly skiing. The dominant part of the extension is high mountain territory over 2,000 meters in altitude and covered mostly by alpine meadows, rocky screes, and summits. So here we have some lovely pictures, but I'm pretty sure the ones that we're going to see on Google Earth are way better, so stay tuned for the Google Earth portions. There's lots of fun little sites around the area here to look at. Look at the cool plants there. That's neat. But yeah, beautiful snowy peaks. Perfect for skiing, like it says. There's actually another interesting geographic aspect to the town of Blagoevgrad, which are hot springs, which is how this town was founded in the first place. But before we get into that, one other thing I need to point out is the name of this region has changed multiple times. But there was a historical name for this entire area, which was either Bulgarian Macedonia or Pirin Macedonia. So just keep that in mind. It'll be important in a minute. But yeah, Blagoevgrad was founded as a settlement by the Thracians around the year 300 BCE. They're there for those hot springs, and I'm sure all the wonderful aspects of living in a river valley around all the mountains. The Romans would eventually absorb this area around 48 CE. Of course, they're there for the hot springs as well. And it would eventually become part of the Eastern Roman Empire. When the Roman Empire split into two, it became part of what would eventually be known as the Byzantine Empire. In 1396, the Ottomans invaded and took over. For a long time, they renamed the town Jumaya. But there's also been a couple of different names that the town has gone by. From what I could tell in its history, there was like a Turkish name and a Bulgarian name. There was a bit of the Bulgarian revival movement occurring here in the 1800s, as in many parts of Europe, when people realized that, after being controlled by foreign powers for hundreds of years, in this case the Ottomans, that their culture is still around and worth celebrating and worth reviving those languages and customs. That very much occurred here. But this was not part of Bulgaria. There were many Bulgarians living here, hence the name Bulgarian Macedonia, right? But it was not part of Bulgaria for a long time. In 1912, the Balkan Wars broke out, which was when the Balkan states here declared war on the Ottoman Empire. They would be victorious, and in the 1913 Treaty of Constantinople, this area was given to Bulgaria. That's why it's part of Bulgaria today, right on the farthest edge that it can be, bordering Macedonia, which we can assume it used to be part of, right? Hence the name. Bulgaria was neutral through most of World War II, with like a skew toward the Axis powers. It eventually went full Axis in like 1942, but then switched sides when it was clear the Axis was losing in 44. But during that time, the entire Jewish population, which wasn't significant, but enough to note, the entire Jewish population here was deported and executed. Just a very sad side note there. After World War II, Bulgaria became a socialist, kind of almost puppet state of the Soviet Union. And that is when the name changed for good, at least the same name that we have now, Blagoevgrad, named after Dimitar Blagov, who is the founder of the Bulgarian Communist Party. That changed in 1950. But of course that government collapsed as the Soviet Union was collapsing. It's not a socialist country today. And that in a nutshell is pretty much all that I have for history. Very interesting, but not very extensive, you know. I dug up what I can. It's going to be kind of the theme for this week. The Google Earth sections are going to be much longer than history sections this week. Interesting histories this week, but not extremely detailed ones. But there will be one next week. We're going to a capital city next week, so look forward to that. But why don't we just hop on over to Google Earth and see what we can find in Blagoevgrad. Here we are in Blagoevgrad province. I always forget to say what type of administrative division it is. I'm sorry. Blagoevgrad province. But let's start by zooming out so you can see exactly where we are in the world. This is the Balkan Peninsula here, sticking out of southeastern Europe here. You can see. And we've got Turkey just over here, which is where the Ottoman Empire was located, right? Mediterranean down here. Up here we've got, Hungary, Romania, so on and so forth. Serbia just up there. But this province is pretty easy to find on Google Earth because you can see the Pirin Mountains here, and here's the Rila Mountains, which I'm sad we're not talking about today because it's one of the more beautiful parts of Bulgaria, but we're going to talk about these mountains instead. See, look, if I turn this off, look how easy it is to find. It's right there. All beautiful and snow-capped. But let's head over to town, first of all. I think there's a couple things I wanted to show you here. Let's see, wait for it to load. Did want to show you the museum. The local museum here. There's a beautiful little monastery nearby. Neat little table spread and crocheted tablecloth. And over here too, that's pretty. And look at this big rug thing or something, I'm not sure, but it's neat. A bunch of friends all stacked up. Some beautiful old, it looks like Byzantine carvings here. And gorgeous dress. Look at these big belts. It's like WWE belts. They're so intense. But look at this gorgeous headdress and jewelry up here. And all the patterns in the cloth. Such a beautiful costume. Old schoolroom here. Some old silverware. China. Little baby buggy. It's really cute. Clock tower there by the monastery. Lots of butterflies. That's interesting to see. And there's many monuments around the museum here to past heroes of Bulgarian history. Lots of little friends, little bird friends. But I feel like there was something else I wanted to show you here. But I can't remember what at all. I just looked at this a few hours ago, and I could have sworn there were 2 slideshows I wanted to... Oh, you know what it was? I remember what it was. It was just the slideshow for the town. That's what it was. Just the basic slideshow, because this has a good range of all the things I wanted to show you anyway. Beautiful traditional homes here. There's a big lovely square that's very Soviet brutalist style. River flowing through. The quaint architecture. There's the monastery. Isn't it pretty? Oh, here we go. This is a gorgeous courtyard. With all the fountains. Christmas time. Even the Christmas tree is brutalist. Cool statues. Flowers. It's a great shot of the city from up in the mountains nearby. Great little slideshow. Let's take a peek over at the mountains here. Let's look at this one. Novo Park. There's a little tree obstacle course there. Swans. And duck friends as well. Crashing down. And look, you can ride in a big swan boat. That would be fun. Good and go. It's a nice little park up here. Let me see this one. There's so many slideshows. Oh, there's a shooting range here. Oh, wow. You can shoot all kinds of things here. Wow. But anyway, there's all kinds of slideshows throughout this province. I'd highly, highly recommend that you check them out for yourself. If you're ever bored on Google Earth, I was playing around Tokyo the other day just for fun. If you're ever bored, check out Bulgaria. Bulgaria is one of the... besides Greece, of course, I think it's the prettiest Balkan state. Geographically. There's so much to see. There's a big old dam right here. Can you see the dammed lake? Blagoevgrad Dam. Let's see. We're going camping. Look at this landscape. It is so pretty. These rolling green hills and the mountains in the background. Look at the tree in the middle of the lake there. The water must be very high. Farmland, oh, and the snow. That's really pretty. Rolling fields going on forever and ever. It's so pretty here. Everything is lovely here. But I think we should go hit the main event and check out the national park. There we go. There's so many slideshows here. Let's play around. Look at how beautiful. Well, you can tell that a huge glacier was here once upon a time, millions of years ago, making all these neat shapes in the mountains. Oh, look at that house. What a view. They're skiing there. Oh, that's gorgeous. With all of the green down here too. That is so lovely. A little babbling river there. Oop, going up the ski lift. Oh, it's not a house, it's a ski lodge. That's not someone's house. It's gotta be a ski lodge. So the lift goes, so you can ski all the way back down. How pretty. All snowy. Looking like it's in the Himalayas or something. But then, you have all of this green in the not snowy times. It's so pretty. Let's see what Blagoevgrad's pine is. Oh, that's right. I was reading about this. It says down here, Blagoevgrad's pine is a coniferous tree. Blah blah blah. It's named after its discoverer, forest ranger Konstantin Blagoevgrad. It's located near the Banderitsa refuge. It's this big old tree here on the hiking trail. Look at this beast. Gosh, it's massive. It looks like the branch is thicker than the trunk. That is a big, beefy tree. It's all knotty and tough. Let's see what else. There's a meadow here. This is the Waterfalls meadow. I bet you the guy who found it was named Waterfalls. Let's see. It doesn't say, but that's gorgeous. A plaque there. I can't read it at all. Oh. Well, now we can, but it's, and this looks like Greek down here, almost. But I'm sure it's just in Bulgarian. It doesn't look like Greek. What am I saying? It just kind of sort of looks like it. It's definitely a Bulgarian. Little chapel. Very, very pretty. Let's see this one. Oh, this dark green here. Wow. All the clouds there. This cliff. What beautiful mountains. Oh my goodness. It's like a painting. How beautiful. Snow cap there. Wow. That's an incredible viewpoint. Goodness, goodness, goodness. It's so inspiring. Like, this is like where Bob Ross would get inspiration from, right? Oh, no pictures there. What else can we find? Look at this peak. Let's go to the top. That's Pirin. The highest peak of Bulgaria's Pirin Mountains. It's Bulgaria's second and the Balkans' third highest, after Masala and, of course, Mount Olympus. There's a little marker on the top there. And look at this. They filled this tower full of rocks. I wonder why. It is quite a sight. Wow. Gosh, what a shape. It's almost like a pyramid. A little too round, but it's got the dimensions. It is so pretty here. Oh, wait. Okay, those are people. I was like, are those goats? But these are goats. Up high on the mountain. Wow. Then you can see here. See, it looks like a river of big old rocks here. Like big old boulders. That was definitely from a glacier. Long, long, long ago. Before we were even in the picture. Definitely. How pretty. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, there's a waterfall. Popina Laka waterfall. When I saw a cave over there, but we're going to see this first because I love waterfalls more than caves. Oh, look, it's all frozen. How pretty. Not completely, though. It just tells you how strong that water is flowing. That is quite a sight. Lovely, lovely. Some kind of warning there, or facts or something. Let's see this cave. Sharaliska cave. I'm nervous. I don't like caves. Ooh, that's spooky. Would you go in there? Would you see this and be like, yeah, let's go? Because I wouldn't. Not me. Ooh, all the cool rocks inside though. Ooh, spooky dark. Ooh, it's very spooky dark. I bet you that's a bat cave. Can't really see in here in these pictures, but I bet you all these rocks are covered in guano. They kind of look like it. Going camping out by it. Ooh, spooky, spooky. What? Oh, this kid is going in. Much braver than me. Much braver than me. I would unpass. No, thank you. Not today, anyway. What else can we find? Let's get the borders back up. Just to make sure we don't wind up in Greece or something. The one time you don't want to wind up in Greece. Well, these mountains here, making a natural border there. That's pretty convenient. Let's look at another town. Let's see if one of these towns down here is a fun slideshow for us. This one has a park. Oh, it's a peak. It's for mountain climbing. The Popov Meadows. I want to see that. Here it goes. A nice little church. Looks like an Orthodox church. Oh, it's a little winter wonderland. How pretty. But yeah, highly encourage you guys to check out this area because there's all kinds of different slideshows and they all look like this. It's all so inspiring. Almost looks like when I get into meditation and I just visualize a calm space before I go like completely dark. I picture a kind of woods like this, all thick with green trees. It's my kind of environment. Let's find one more slideshow to close it out. Let's look at this reserve. More trees. Yeah, let's look. There's only a few pictures. I want a nice long one. Let's see. Let's see. Get the borders up one more time. Oh, we're good. We are doing great. Let's look at this. Pirin National Park. Here we go. Good enough. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. The next video we're going to have even more fun on Google Earth. There's even less history, but way more Google Earth to look at because we're going to Panama. And we're going to see some incredible sights in Panama, some natural and some man-made, and we'll have another UNESCO site. So be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out. Look at all the wildflowers, how pretty. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're still awake. Leave me a comment down below, I'd appreciate that very much. I hope that you found this video to be relaxing and educational. And I hope that you have a good night. Good night.